Imagine a facility so advanced it could power the technology of tomorrow without compromising the planet today. Rows of sleek servers hum quietly, their energy drawn not from fossil fuels, but from the vast wind farms dotting the open plains of Iowa. Outside, the turbine spins steadily, generating clean power under a brilliant blue sky. Inside, the air feels cool and crisp, maintained by AI-driven cooling systems designed to use every drop of energy as efficiently as possible. This is the future of sustainable innovation, a place where technology and nature coexist in harmony.
But here's the flip side. AI, the very technology driving this progress, also comes with a massive environmental cost. Training just one large AI model can emit as much carbon as 5 cars do over their entire lifetimes, and that's just the training. Every query, every application, every new algorithm demands energy. And as AI adoption grows, so does its impact on the planet. It's a paradox of our time. Can the technology designed to solve our biggest problems avoid creating even bigger ones?
This isn't a hypothetical challenge. It's happening now. As data centers expand and AI systems become more powerful, the stakes are higher than ever. Companies are racing to innovate. But at what cost? Are we prioritizing speed over sustainability? Can we scale AI responsibly? These are the questions we must confront if we're to build a future that's truly sustainable. Welcome to Finance Frontier AI, the podcast where we explore how artificial intelligence is reshaping our world. I'm Max, and today we're hosting from a location inspired by Google's Council Bluffs data center in Iowa. This cutting-edge facility is powered by renewable energy as part of Google's bold commitment to operate on July 24th carbon-free energy by 2030. Recently, Google partnered with Kairos Power to develop advanced nuclear technology, ensuring that facilities like this remain sustainable as the demand for AI grows. It's here in this space of innovation and responsibility that we dive into one of the most pressing issues of our time, sustainable AI.
Today's episode, Sustainable AI, Can It Power the Future Without Destroying It?, unpacks the environmental challenges of AI and the groundbreaking solutions designed to address them. From renewable energy-powered data centers to algorithmic efficiency and edge computing, we'll explore how the industry is rethinking its practices to reduce its footprint.
Here's what's ahead. First, we'll uncover the environmental costs of AI, the massive energy demands, carbon emissions, and global disparities in access. Next, we'll highlight the innovative solutions leading the way toward greener AI. Then, we'll examine the ethical dilemmas of sustainable AI, including the trade-offs and inequities that come with progress. Finally, we'll look ahead to the future, sharing actionable steps that businesses, developers, and individuals can take to lead the charge.
This episode is for everyone, from developers designing AI systems to individuals curious about how their favorite apps affect the planet. AI is here to stay, but the way we build and use it must evolve. Can we balance progress with sustainability? Let's find out.
Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to Finance Frontier AI on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen. Visit financefrontierai.com to access all episodes grouped by series: AI Frontier AI, Make Money, Finance Frontier, and Mindset Frontier AI, and follow us on Twitter for the top 10 AI stories changing the world, updated daily.
Let's get started. Can AI power the future without destroying it? We're about to find out.
Let's start with a sobering truth. AI is a power-hungry beast. Training advanced models like GPT-4 consumes massive amounts of energy. Over 1,200 megawatt hours for GPT-3 alone. That's equivalent to the carbon emissions of driving 112 gasoline-powered cars for a year. And it doesn't stop there. Every query we type, every chatbot we engage with, and every recommendation we receive adds to this environmental toll. As AI adoption grows, so does its impact.
Consider this: the carbon footprint of training a single large AI model can be equivalent to the lifetime emissions of 5 cars. It's a stark reminder that behind the sleek interfaces of AI lies an invisible infrastructure, data centers running 24/7, often powered by non-renewable energy. And as AI adoption grows, so does its impact on the planet.
But it's not just about energy. The mining of rare earth materials for hardware, the water used for cooling servers, and the electronic waste generated by obsolete equipment all add to AI's environmental toll. Take lithium, for instance, essential for batteries that power servers and AI-enabled devices. Its extraction not only depletes natural resources, but also disrupts ecosystems and communities.
The disparity in access to AI resources compounds this issue. Developing nations often lack the infrastructure to adopt AI technologies sustainably, while tech giants in wealthy countries build renewable powered data centers. Others are left relying on coal-powered electricity to fuel their growing AI ambitions. This imbalance raises a critical question: how can we ensure the benefits of AI are distributed equitably without deepening environmental and social divides?
And then there's the issue of scale. As companies race to adopt AI, the demand for computational power is skyrocketing. Experts predict that global data center energy consumption could double by 2030 if left unchecked. This raises critical questions about transparency. While companies highlight their sustainability goals, critics point to the lack of public data on AI's true energy consumption. Without intervention and without accountability, the very technology that promises to solve global challenges could exacerbate the climate crisis.
Let's not forget the hidden costs of innovation. Every time an AI system is updated or a new model is deployed, older infrastructure often becomes obsolete. The result? Piles of electronic waste, discarded servers, processors, and other components. Managing this waste responsibly is critical if AI is to become truly sustainable.
Meanwhile, the push for larger, more complex AI models is raising new ethical questions. Are these models necessary for all applications, or are companies chasing them for prestige and competition? Smaller, more efficient models could often achieve similar results without the massive environmental cost. It's a question of balancing ambition with responsibility.
It's also important to recognize the environmental impacts of the software side of AI. Inefficient code, poorly optimized algorithms, and redundant computational processes waste energy on a massive scale. Developers have a critical role to play in reducing these inefficiencies, making every bit of progress as sustainable as possible.
It's not all doom and gloom, though. Awareness is growing, and with it, a drive for change. Governments and organizations are beginning to recognize the need for greener AI solutions. Policies like the European Union's Green Deal and industry-wide commitments to carbon neutrality are steps in the right direction. But the question remains, are these efforts enough?
This brings us to a pivotal point in our journey. If we're to make AI truly sustainable, we need to rethink how we build and deploy these systems. From the energy efficiency of algorithms to the infrastructure powering them, every aspect of AI must be scrutinized and optimized.
Coming up, we'll explore how innovators are tackling these challenges head-on. From renewable-powered data centers to breakthroughs in algorithmic efficiency, we'll uncover the solutions that could turn AI from an environmental liability into a force for sustainability. Stay tuned. If AI is the power-hungry engine driving innovation, then sustainable solutions are the fuel that ensures it doesn't burn out the planet. Around the world, researchers, companies, and governments are rising to the challenge, finding ways to make AI greener without sacrificing its potential. One of the most visible examples? Green data centers. Imagine vast facilities powered entirely by renewable energy. Solar, wind, even geothermal. Companies like Google and Microsoft are leading the charge, transforming data infrastructure into hubs of efficiency and sustainability.
Let's take a closer look at Google's approach. Their data centers now operate at nearly twice the energy efficiency of a typical enterprise data center, thanks to innovations like AI-powered cooling systems. These systems monitor and adjust energy use in real time, reducing waste and ensuring optimal performance. It's a clear example of AI not only consuming energy, but also driving efficiencies to reduce its own environmental impact.
And it's not just about powering data centers sustainably. It's about building smarter AI systems from the ground up. Developers are pioneering algorithmic breakthroughs that drastically cut the energy needed to train and run AI models. Techniques like sparsity, which reduces unnecessary computations, and quantization, which simplifies data processing, are leading the charge. In parallel, hardware innovations like Google's TPU processors and NVIDIA's energy-efficient GPUs are ensuring that as computational power grows, energy consumption doesn't spiral out of control.
Another exciting development is the rise of edge computing. Instead of relying on centralized data centers, edge computing processes data locally closer to where it's generated. This reduces the need to transmit large volumes of data across networks, cutting energy use and latency. Think of self-driving cars or smart home devices that make decisions instantly without relying on a distant server. It's AI on the edge, literally.
Then there are the collaborative efforts that are paving the way for a sustainable AI future. Industry consortiums like the Partnership on AI are bringing together tech companies, researchers, and policymakers to share best practices and set sustainability benchmarks. These partnerships ensure that sustainability isn't just an afterthought, but a priority baked into the development process.
But the real magic happens when we combine these innovations. For instance, consider a renewable powered data center running efficient, sparsity based AI models that serve edge devices. It's a layered approach where every element reinforces the others, creating a system that's not only sustainable but also scalable.
Smaller startups are also making waves. Companies like Cerebras Systems are developing hardware specifically designed for AI workloads, using energy-efficient chips that outperform traditional processors. These innovations aren't just about keeping up with demand, they're about rethinking how we build the systems AI runs on.
Of course, innovation isn't limited to technology. Policies and regulations are playing a critical role too. Governments are implementing carbon neutrality mandates for tech companies, encouraging the adoption of renewable energy and incentivizing research into greener AI solutions. It's a multifaceted effort that blends innovation, collaboration, and accountability.
The big takeaway? Sustainability in AI isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. It's a mosaic of ideas, technologies, and policies working together. And the good news is, it's working. The energy efficiency of AI systems has improved dramatically in recent years, and the momentum shows no signs of slowing.
Coming up, we'll tackle the ethical dilemmas of sustainable AI. How do we balance innovation with environmental justice? Who decides which trade-offs are acceptable? And how can we ensure sustainability efforts benefit everyone, not just those with access to resources? Stay tuned.
When we talk about sustainable AI, it's easy to focus on the technical solutions, renewable energy, efficient algorithms, and innovative hardware. But beneath the surface lies a deeper, more complex issue: the ethical challenges of building a greener AI future. How do we ensure that the pursuit of sustainability doesn't come at the cost of fairness, equity, or accessibility?
One of the biggest challenges is resource inequity. While major tech companies in developed nations are building renewable powered data centers, smaller companies in developing nations often rely on outdated, energy intensive infrastructure. This disparity raises an uncomfortable question: will sustainability in AI become a privilege for the few rather than a standard for all?
And it's not just about access. Let's talk about trade-offs. Building a sustainable AI system often requires upfront investments in time, money, and resources. For businesses under pressure to deliver results quickly, these costs can be hard to justify. The ethical dilemma here is clear. Should short-term gains outweigh long-term sustainability, or should we demand that companies prioritize the planet, even if it comes at a financial cost?
Another layer of complexity is transparency. Many companies tout their commitment to sustainability, but how much of that is real and how much is greenwashing? Without clear standards and accountability, it's difficult to know whether these efforts are making a meaningful impact or simply serving as marketing tools.
Then there's the question of scale. AI development isn't slowing down. If anything, it's accelerating. As companies race to build larger, more complex models, the environmental toll grows. Should we rethink the need for such massive models in the first place? Are they always necessary? Or are we caught in a cycle of over-engineering for prestige and competition?
Let's not forget the people most affected by these trade-offs. For communities near mining sites for rare earth materials or factories producing AI hardware, the environmental cost is deeply personal. Pollution, habitat destruction, and displacement are stark realities for those living near these operations. Recent reports highlight how demand for materials like lithium and cobalt has led to resource inequities and even human rights violations in underprivileged regions. How do we ensure these voices are heard and that sustainability efforts include protections for these communities?
And yet, it's not all bleak. Ethical AI frameworks are emerging to address these challenges. Initiatives like the AI Ethics Impact Group are working to establish guidelines that balance innovation with sustainability and fairness. These frameworks encourage transparency, equity, and accountability, ensuring that progress benefits everyone, not just a privileged few.
Another promising approach is the idea of a circular economy for AI hardware. Instead of discarding outdated servers and processors, companies can refurbish and reuse components, reducing electronic waste. Combined with policies incentivizing sustainable practices, this could shift the industry toward a more responsible model.
The ethical challenges of sustainable AI force us to confront uncomfortable truths. Innovation has a cost, but that cost doesn't have to be borne by the most vulnerable. By prioritizing transparency, equity, and long-term thinking, we can build a future where AI isn't just sustainable, it's ethical.
Coming up, we'll look ahead to the future of sustainable AI. What trends are on the horizon? How can businesses, developers, and individuals make a difference? And what does a truly sustainable AI-powered world look like? Stay tuned.
Imagine a world where every AI system, from your phone's voice assistant to advanced predictive models, operates on clean, renewable energy. A world where the hardware powering AI is designed for efficiency and built to last. This isn't just a vision, it's the future we're striving for. But how do we get there? What trends, innovations, and practices will shape the next phase of sustainable AI?
Let's start with modular AI models. These are systems designed to be flexible and adaptable, allowing developers to add or remove components as needed without retraining the entire model. Not only does this save energy, but it also extends the life cycle of AI systems, reducing waste. Think of it as a plug-and-play approach to AI, where upgrades don't require starting from scratch.
Another key trend is energy-efficient hardware. Companies like NVIDIA and Cerebras Systems are leading the charge with AI-specific chips that deliver more performance per watt. These chips are optimized for the demands of AI workloads, ensuring that as computational power grows, energy consumption doesn't spiral out of control.
Then there's the rise of collaborative AI research. Initiatives like the Climate Change AI Consortium and the AI Sustainability Center are bringing together experts from across disciplines to tackle the environmental challenges of AI. By pooling resources and sharing knowledge, these collaborations are accelerating progress toward greener solutions.
One of the most exciting developments is the integration of AI into sustainability efforts beyond technology. For example, AI systems are being used to optimize renewable energy grids, predict weather patterns, and even monitor deforestation in real time. These applications demonstrate how AI can be a force for good, addressing the very problems it sometimes exacerbates.
But to truly achieve a sustainable AI future, we need systemic change. Governments must set clear regulations and incentives for sustainable practices, while companies must prioritize transparency in their environmental impact. Consumers, too, have a role to play by choosing services and products that align with their values. It's a collective effort, and everyone has a stake in its success.
Another emerging trend is the focus on lifecycle management for AI hardware. Instead of replacing servers and components every few years, companies are exploring refurbishment and recycling programs. This approach not only reduces electronic waste, but also cuts costs, creating a win-win for businesses and the environment.
Education will also play a critical role in this transition as AI becomes more embedded in our lives. Developers and decision makers must be equipped with the knowledge to build responsibly. Universities and training programs are starting to incorporate sustainability into their AI curricula, ensuring the next generation of innovators prioritize the planet alongside progress.
The big question is, what does a truly sustainable AI-powered world look like? It's a world where innovation doesn't come at the expense of the environment, where AI empowers people and preserves resources for future generations. It's a world we can build, but only if we commit to making sustainability a core principle of AI development.
What can you do today to contribute to this vision? Whether you're a developer optimizing algorithms, a business leader choosing eco-friendly infrastructure, or a consumer supporting companies that prioritize sustainability, every action matters. The future of AI is in our hands, and together we can make it a sustainable one.
And there you have it, a journey through the challenges, innovations, and future of sustainable AI. From the energy demands of large models to green data centers and modular systems, it's clear that AI can be a force for good if we approach its development responsibly.
That's right, Max. Today's conversation wasn't just about the technical side of AI, it was about the choices we make as developers, businesses, and consumers. The decisions we take today will shape whether AI becomes a sustainable tool for progress or an unsustainable burden on the planet.
The big takeaway? Sustainability isn't just a buzzword. It's a necessity. Facilities like Google's Council Bluffs data center show us that sustainable AI isn't just a possibility. It's happening now, whether it's using energy-efficient hardware, implementing modular AI models, or embracing cross-industry collaboration. The solutions are already here. Now it's about scaling these innovations and making them the standard across the globe.
If there's one thing to remember, it's this: innovation and sustainability aren't mutually exclusive. AI doesn't have to come at the expense of the environment. In fact, with the right approach, it can help solve some of the world's greatest challenges while preserving resources for future generations.
If you're ready to dive deeper, here's what you can do right now. Subscribe to AI Frontier AI on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen.
And if you're already a subscriber, please take a moment to give us a 5-star review if you enjoyed this episode. It helps us grow and reach more listeners like you.
A quick disclaimer: the views and information shared in today's episode are based on current trends and insights at the time of recording. AI technologies evolve rapidly, and sustainability efforts may shift as new solutions emerge. Always do your own research and stay informed. Thanks for joining us on this important topic. As places like the Council Bluffs Data Center remind us, sustainable AI isn't just possible. It's already happening. AI can power the future, but how we shape that future is up to us. Let's work together to ensure it's a sustainable one. See you next time. And there you have it. A journey through the challenges, innovations, and future of sustainable AI. From the energy demands of large models to green data centers and modular systems, it's clear that AI can be a force for good if we approach its development responsibly.
That's right, Max. Today's conversation wasn't just about the technical side of AI. It was about the choices we make as developers, businesses, and consumers. The decisions we take today will shape whether AI becomes a sustainable tool for progress or an unsustainable burden on the planet.
The big takeaway? Sustainability isn't just a buzzword. It's a necessity. Whether it's using energy-efficient hardware, implementing modular AI models, or embracing collaboration across industries, the solutions are already here. Now it's about scaling them and making them the norm, not the exception.
If there's one thing to remember, it's this: innovation and sustainability aren't mutually exclusive. AI doesn't have to come at the expense of the environment. In fact, with the right approach, it can help solve some of the world's greatest challenges while preserving resources for future generations.
If you're ready to dive deeper, here's what you can do right now. Subscribe to AI Frontier AI on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen.
And if you're already a subscriber, please take a moment to give us a 5-star review if you enjoyed this episode. It helps us grow and reach more listeners like you.
A quick disclaimer: the views and information shared in today's episode are based on current trends and insights at the time of recording. AI technologies evolve rapidly, and sustainability efforts may shift as new solutions emerge. Always do your own research and stay informed.
Today's music, including our intro and outro track, Night Runner by Audionautics, is licensed under the YouTube Audio Library license. Additional tracks are licensed under Creative Commons, and full details can be found in the episode description.
Copyright 2024 Finance Frontier AI. All rights reserved. Reproduction, distribution, or transmission of this episode's content without written permission is strictly prohibited. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.